Straight lines. First concept, inclination. What is inclination? Consider a coordinate axis. X-axis, y-axis. What is this? What is this? Straight line. You observe this angle. This is the angle. This is the angle made by this line with x-axis in positive direction. This is known as inclination. This angle is called inclination. What is inclination? Made by line with x-axis in positive direction. What is inclination? Inclination. Answer.
Angle made by line with x-axis in the positive direction.
Is angle made by a straight line with x-axis in positive direction. For this line, here one angle is there. For this line, this is one angle. This is another angle. Which angle is called inclination?
This angle.
This angle is called
Inclination.
Why this is called inclination? Because this is the angle made by the straight line with x-axis in positive direction. Suppose this is the straight line. Where is the inclination of this line? Is this is the inclination of this line, or this is the inclination of this line? This is inclination of this line. This is the angle made by the line with x-axis in positive direction. Note points in this inclination. Inclination of x-axis. Inclination of x-axis. That means angle made by x-axis with x-axis in positive direction. Suppose this is the x-axis. Angle made by x-axis with x-axis in positive direction. What is inclination of x-axis? What is the angle made by x-axis with x-axis? There is no angle, right? So we will call it as 0 degrees. Inclination of x-axis is 0 degrees. Inclination of y-axis. Inclination of y-axis. What is inclination of y-axis? Angle made by y-axis with x-axis in positive direction. What is inclination of y-axis?
90 degrees.
Inclination of y-axis is 90 degrees. Inclination of y-axis 90 degrees. Inclination of a line parallel to x-axis. Inclination of a line parallel to x-axis. Suppose this is the coordinate axis, x-axis, y-axis. This is the line parallel to x-axis. What is inclination of x-axis? This line doesn't cut the x-axis because this line is parallel to x-axis. What is the angle made by this line with x-axis? 0 degrees. So inclination of a line parallel to x-axis is 0 degree. Next, inclination of a line which is parallel to y-axis. Inclination of a line which is parallel to y-axis. For example, coordinate axis, x-axis, y-axis. This is a line which is parallel to y-axis. What is inclination of this line? What is inclination?
An angle made by a line with x-axis in positive direction.
Where is the angle made by this line with x-axis in positive direction? What is this? How much angle is this? 90 degrees, right? So if any line parallel to y-axis, the angle made by that line with positive direction of x-axis is 90 degrees. So inclination of x-axis, inclination of y-axis is
90 degrees.
90 degrees. So total how many points you learn? Inclination, inclination of x-axis, inclination of y-axis, inclination of a line parallel to x-axis, inclination of a line parallel to y-axis. What is inclination?
Inclination is an angle made by a line which is with the x-axis in the positive direction.
The positive direction. What is inclination of x-axis?
Inclination of x-axis is 0 degree.
Inclination of y-axis?
That's 90 degree.
Inclination of a line which is parallel to x-axis?
0 degree.
Inclination of a line which is parallel to y-axis?
90 degree.
90 degrees. So now you learn first concept in the straight lines, inclination. Next, second concept, slope of a line. Slope of a line. You consider a coordinate axis. There is a line whose inclination is theta. There is a line whose inclination is theta. What is inclination?
An angle made by a line.
Then slope of this line is denoted by m and it is defined as tan theta. If theta is the inclination of a line, then its slope is denoted by m and is defined as m equal to tan theta. What is m equal to tan theta?
Slope of the line.
When what is theta in this tan theta?
Inclination made by the line.
Made by the line. If theta is the inclination of a line, then the slope of that line is tan theta. Slope of a line is denoted by m. Now, note points related to this. There is a line which passes through 2 points, x1, y1, x2, y2. What is slope of this line? When you know inclination of a line, slope of that line is
Tan theta.
m equal to tan theta. Here they given the line is passing through 2 points, x1, y1 and x2, y2. What is slope of this line? I suppose you don't know inclination of this line. I suppose theta is the inclination of this line. You suppose theta is the inclination of this line. Then you know slope of this line is nothing but tan theta. You observe what is this point? x1, y1. As this point is x1, y1, what is this length?
X1.
This length?
Y1.
Y1. As this point is x2, y2, what is this length?
X2.
What is this length?
Y2.
Y2. Now you observe few things here. You observe I drawn a right angle triangle. See, I'll draw one line which is parallel to y axis. Here I'll draw one line which is parallel to y axis. Then this angle is 90 degrees. See, what is this length?
X2.
X2. What is this length?
X1.
X1. What is this length?
X2 minus X1.
This length is x2 minus x1. Correct. So this length is x2 minus x1. What is this length?
Y2.
What is this length?
Y1.
What is this length?
Y2 minus Y1.
Y2 minus
Y1.
Y1. This length is Y2 minus Y1. You know concept of transversal. If this is theta, this is also theta. This line acts as a transversal. Corresponding what angle it is? Corresponding alternate interior angles. What is this angle? Corresponding angles. If this is theta, this angle is also theta because these are the corresponding angles. So you observe this triangle. From this triangle, what is tan theta? You know theta is the inclination of this line. If theta is the inclination of a line, slope of a line is m equal to tan theta. From this triangle, what is tan theta? Tan theta is opposite side by
adjacent side.
Tan theta is opposite side by adjacent side. What is opposite side?
Y2 minus Y1.
What is adjacent side?
X2 minus X1.
So what is tan theta you are getting here? From the diagram, tan theta is nothing but y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So when a line is passing through 2 points, to find slope of a line, formula is
y2 minus x2 minus x1.
x2 minus x1. Right? This is the formula to find slope of a line when a line is passing through
2 points.
2 points. Now, slope of x-axis I want. Answer. What is slope of x-axis? How we will find slope? If we know the inclination,
then it is tan theta.
Then we can find its slope. If you know 2 points on the line, then we can find its slope. Here I am asking slope of x-axis. Do you know inclination of x-axis?
Yes.
What is inclination of x-axis? 0 degrees. Then what is slope of x-axis?
Tan 0 degree.
Slope of x-axis is tan 0 degrees. What is tan 0 degree value?
0.
From trigonometry table. So what is slope of x-axis?
0 degree.
So from now onwards, you can use it directly. Slope of x-axis 0. Now, slope of a line parallel to x-axis. Slope of a line parallel to x-axis. Suppose there is a coordinate axis, x-axis, y-axis. This is the line parallel to x-axis. How you will find slope of this line? To find slope of this line, you need either inclination or you need 2 points on it. What do you know?
The inclination is 0.
Inclination of a line parallel to x-axis is 0. So what is slope of this line?
Tan 0.
Tan 0. Tan 0 is 0. So slope of a line parallel to x-axis is 0 degrees. Next point. Slope of y-axis. Slope of y-axis. See, you want to find slope means either you need to know inclination, or you need to know 2 points on y-axis. What do you know about y-axis? Inclination you know, or any 2 points on it?
Inclination.
What is inclination of y-axis?
90 degree.
So what is slope of y-axis?
Tan 90 degree.
Tan 90 degree, right? Tan 90 degree. What is tan 90 degree value?
Not defined.
Not defined. Tan 90 degree value is not defined. That means slope of y-axis is not defined. Slope of y-axis is not defined. This is important. Slope of y-axis is not defined. Slope of a line parallel to y-axis. Slope of a line parallel to y-axis. What is the inclination of a line which is parallel to y-axis? What is inclination of a line which is parallel to y-axis? 90 degrees. So its slope is
tan 90 degree.
What is tan 90 degree value? Not defined. So slope of a line parallel to y-axis is not defined. Time అవుతుంది అన్న ఎంత టైం ఉంది ఇంకా 5 minutes ఉందా ఇన్ NCERT straight lines chapter you know general form of a straight line. What is general form of a straight line? General form of a straight line is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. What is this?
General form of a straight line.
When you calculate any line equation while doing NCERT, if you calculate any line equation looks like this: 2x plus 3y plus 4 equal to 0, x plus y plus 3 equal to 0, x minus y plus 2 equal to 0. What are these things? These are known as line equation form. One x term, one y term, one constant term. What is general form of a line equation?
Ax plus by plus c equal to 0.
If you write this line equation into slope intercept form, means y equal to mx plus c. In this slope intercept form, m is known as slope of a line. So I'll write what is by from this? By is minus ax minus c. Take this ax to right hand side, take this c to right hand side. What is y from this? Y is minus a divided by b into x minus c divided by b. Divide this complete equation with b. This b will get cancelled. Now you see this is in the form of y equal to mx plus c. Right? This can be written as a plus of minus. Y equal to mx plus c form. Y equal to minus a by b into x plus minus c by b. This is in which form? Y equal to mx plus c. What is m?
Slope of a line.
Here what is m?
Minus a by b.
A by b. So slope of ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is minus a divided by b. So you learn 3 points. One is slope of x-axis. What is slope of x-axis?
Tan 0 degree.
0, not degree. Slope of x-axis is 0. Slope of y-axis?
Not defined.
Slope of a line parallel to x-axis? 0 degree. No. Why we written 0 degree? Slope of a line parallel to x-axis?
0.
Slope of a line parallel to y-axis? Not defined. What is the general form of a straight line?
Ax plus b was 0.
What is slope of general form of a straight line?
Minus a by b.
Minus a by b. I'll give an example here. Example. They'll ask slope of 2x plus 3y plus 4 equal to 0. What is slope of this line?
Minus 2 by 3.
Minus x coefficient by y coefficient. Minus x coefficient is 2 divided by y coefficient. Y coefficient is 3. So slope of 2x plus 3y plus 4 equal to 0 is minus 2 divided by 3. Next, 2 points you need to know regarding slope. If two lines are parallel, then their slopes are equal. If two lines are parallel, then their slopes are equal. You can easily check this. Consider a coordinate axis, x-axis, y-axis. Consider two parallel lines. Suppose this is line 1, this is line 2. These two lines are parallel. This line inclination is theta. What is inclination of this line?
Theta.
Why? This x-axis acts as a transversal, right? So corresponding angles are equal. So what is this? This is theta. As if two lines are parallel, then their inclination is same. Then what is slope of this? This is m equal to tan theta. Slope of this line also m equal to tan theta. So if two lines are parallel, then their slopes are equal. Fifth point, if two non-vertical lines are perpendicular, then product of their slopes, then the product of their slopes is -1. Here you need to observe two things. Non-vertical lines. Why non-vertical line? See, any line parallel to y-axis. This is the line parallel to y-axis. This line is called vertical line. Any line is parallel to y-axis, then it is called vertical line. If any line is parallel to y-axis, then that line is called vertical line. What is slope of vertical line?
Not defined.
Not defined. Slope of vertical line is not defined. That's why if two non-vertical lines are perpendicular. Why I mention non-vertical? If the lines are vertical, their slope is not defined. When the slope is not defined, we cannot say product of their slopes is -1. So if two non-vertical lines are perpendicular, product of their slopes is -1. So this is the concept we have related to inclination and slope. So what is inclination?
Inclination is an angle made by a line with x-axis along the positive direction.
In positive direction. What is inclination of x-axis?
0.
0 degrees, not 0 radians, 0 degrees, right? Inclination of a line parallel to x-axis?
0 degree.
Inclination of y-axis?
90 degree.
Inclination of a line parallel to y-axis?
90 degree.
Inclination of a vertical line?
90 degree.
Inclination of horizontal line?
0 degree.
Horizontal line means it's parallel to x-axis. Next, slope concept. What is slope of a line?
If theta is the inclination of a line, then the slope of a line m tan theta
is defined as m equal to tan theta. If a line passing through 2 points x1, y1 and x2, y2, then to find the slope of a line, what formula we use?
y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1.
So what is slope of x-axis?
Slope of x-axis is tan 0 degree.
Tan 0, which is same as 0. Slope of y-axis?
It's not defined.
The slope of y-axis is tan 90 degrees, not defined. Slope of a line parallel to x-axis?
So 0.
Slope of a line parallel to y-axis?
Not defined.
Slope of a vertical line?
Not defined.
Slope of a horizontal line?
0.
If a line is in its general form, like x plus y plus 1 equal to 0, what is its slope?
-1.
-1. If two lines are parallel, then their slopes are
equal.
If two lines are perpendicular,
their product of slopes is -1.
Here one mistake is there in this statement. Two lines are perpendicular means if the line is vertical, this formula doesn't work. If two non-vertical lines are perpendicular, then product of their slopes is -1. Clear? Straight lines. What is inclination?
Inclination is an
straight lines chapter. Quick revision of last class. What is inclination? What is inclination?
Inclination is an angle made by a line with x-axis in positive direction.
Positive direction. Here you need to know one point. Inclination always lies in between 0 and pi. It cannot be pi also. Inclination of any line always lies in between 0 and pi. Pi means 180 degrees. Inclination of a line cannot be 200 degrees. Why? Because inclination always lies in between 0 and pi. Inclination 0 possible, inclination pi is also pi is not possible. Less than pi. So the range of inclination is this. While doing problems, if you saw anywhere inclination is 270 degrees, you can eliminate that option. What is inclination of x-axis?
Inclination of x-axis is 0 degree.
Inclination of any line parallel to x-axis?
0.
Inclination of y-axis?
90 degree.
Inclination of any line parallel to y-axis?
90 degree.
90 degree. That is all about inclination. Next we learn about slope. To find slope, mainly three formulas are there. When you know the inclination, what is the slope of a line?
Tan theta.
Slope of a line generally denoted by? M. If a line is passing through 2 points, then slope of that line formula?
y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1.
Slope of x-axis?
0.
Slope of any line parallel to x-axis?
0.
Slope of y-axis?
Not defined.
Slope of a vertical line?
Not defined.
Slope of a line parallel to y-axis?
Not different.
Right. Slope, third formula, if the given line is in general form, if given line is in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0, then what is slope of line formula?
Minus a by b.
Minus x coefficient divided by y coefficient. If two lines are parallel, then what do you know about their slopes?
They are equal.
Their
slopes are equal.
Their slopes are equal. If two lines, non-vertical lines are perpendicular, then what do you know about their slopes?
And their product of their slopes is minus 1.
Minus 1. Next concept is equation of a line. Equation of a straight line. See, different forms of lines are there. Suppose I will mark 2 points here. I will draw a line passing through these 2 points. I will draw a line passing through these 2 points. Can you draw one more line passing through these 2 points, but it is not the same line?
No.
So, if you want to find a line equation, 2 points on it, if you know, you can find that line equation, exact line equation you can find. This concept is about equation of a line. Equation. Equation means algebra. Line means geometry. So, we are giving link to the geometry to algebra. I'll say from now onwards, 2x plus 3y plus 4 equal to 0. It is the general form of a straight line. I'll say that this is a straight line, right? But it is not straight line, it is a equation. I am saying this is a straight line. That means for geometrical figure straight line, I am giving the algebraic form, right? Equation of a straight line. How to find equation of a straight line? In this, main thing is point slope form. What is point slope form? There is a line which passes through the point x1, y1. That means we know one point on the line. They will give in the question. There is a line passes through so and so point. And that line is having slope m equal to 1, m equal to 2, something like that. We are not deriving this as we are doing objective. You already learned derivation in NCERT. So there is a line which passes through the point x1, y1 and having slope m. To find this line equation, we have a formula. What is that formula? Y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. This is the formula. To find what?
Line equation when
to find equation of a
line.
To find equation of a line. Which line?
And one point.
The line which is passing through the point x1, y1 and which is having slope
m.
This is just like a hero of the story for this concept, right? If you want to find a line equation, if you know point on the line, one point on the line, and if you know slope of the line, you can find that line equation, right? Y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. For example, they given one question like this. There is a line which is passes through the point 2, 3, which is having slope 1. Find the equation of a line which is passing through the point 2, 3 having slope 1. Then how you will find that line equation? Y minus y1. Here this point is x1, y1. What is y minus y1? 3 equal to m. What is m? 1 into x minus x1. x1 is 2. Simplify this. Y minus 3 equal to x minus 2. Take y term to that side. X minus y. Take minus 3 to other side. Minus 2 plus 3 is plus 1. X minus y plus 1 equal to 0. What is this?
Line equation.
It is a straight line which is passes through the point
x1, y1.
2, 3 and having slope
1.
You got a doubt whether you got correct answer or not. As this line is passing through this point, when you substitute 2, 3 in its equation, it must and should satisfy. In place of x you write 2, in place of y you write 3. You see here 2 minus 3 is minus 1 plus 1 equal to 0. 0 equal to 0. That means this point satisfying this. Right? So if you want to find a line equation, if you know one point on the line, if you know slope of the line, then you can find the line equation. By using what formula?
Y minus y1 is equals to m into x minus x1.
This is known as which form?
Point slope form.
This is known as point slope form. Another form is there. That is 2-point form. What is this 2-point form? There is a line which passes through 2 points. There is a line which passes through 2 points. x1, y1, x2, y2. Actually, to find the line equation, if you know one point on the line and if you know slope of that line is enough. Here there is a line which is passes through 2 points. That means in this we already know points. More than 1 point we know on this line. To find this line equation, what is needed? Slope of the line is needed. To find the line equation, what you need?
Slope.
1 point on the line, slope of the line. Right? On this line, already 2 points are there. What is missing to find this line equation?
Slope.
Slope is missing. Right? So you take any 1 point you can take. So in slope concept, you learn if a line is passing through 2 points, then you can find slope of a line formula. If a line is passing through 2 points, is here where we written that. So here, if a line is passing through 2 points, then slope of that line is
y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1.
x2 minus x1. As they given, this line is passing through 2 points. You can find slope of this line. You can find slope of this line. What is slope of this line formula? y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now I want to find this line equation. I'll take 1 point. Which point to take? Any point you take. I take this point and I'll use this formula point slope form. Now point is there and slope is there. What is the equation of that line? Y minus y1 equal to m. Look at this. M. What is m?
y2 minus y1 divided by
y2 minus y1 divided by
x2 minus x1.
x2 minus x1 into
x minus
see
x1.
Same this formula. In place of m I written slope. That's it. It's not compulsory y minus y1 like this. Suppose you take the second point. Take the second point. Slope of this line changes, huh? No, slope of this line is same. Right? Then if I take the second point, what is this line equation? This line equation is y minus
y2.
See, in place of x1 y1, you write x2 y2. You take this point and slope. Then you will get the line equation. Yes, y minus y2 equal to what is slope of a line passing through 2 points? y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. So you can find line equation either by using this formula or by using this formula. X minus x2. So if you want to find a line equation, two things needed. What is the first one?
1 point.
1 point on the line
and a slope. And its slope.
So if you know 1 point on the line, if you know slope of that line, then you can find that line equation. Next one is intercept form. First you need to know what are intercepts. What are intercepts? There is a line which cuts x-axis at a point a comma 0. There is a line which cuts x-axis at a point a comma 0. Then this length is called x-intercept of this line. As this cuts x-axis at a comma 0, what is this length?
A.
This length is a. So x-intercept of this line, we call it as a. If this line cuts y-axis at 0 comma b, then this length is called y-intercept of the line. Got it? So here a is x-intercept of this line, b is y-intercept of this line. This length is called x-intercept, this length is called y-intercept. Understand? Suppose they given a question is given like this. There is a straight line whose x-intercept is 3. There is a straight line whose x-intercept is 3. That means that line is passing through what point? They given like this. There is a straight line whose x-intercept is 3. They given this length 3. That line is passes through which point?
3 comma 0.
That line passes through 3 comma 0. They said that there is a line which cuts x-axis at minus 1 comma 0. What is its x-intercept?
Minus 1 comma 0.
Minus 1 x-intercept. But length never be negative. So we cannot say that x-intercept is minus 1. But what is this length means? We say this length is 1 only. Right? So they given question like this. X-intercept equal to a. Y-intercept equal to b. What is that line equation? There is a line whose x-intercept is a, y-intercept is b. Then what is its line equation? Here you need to know if x-intercept is a, it means that that line cuts x-axis at a comma 0. That means you already know 1 point a comma 0. If line y-intercept is b, it means that the line cuts y-axis at 0 comma b. That means you already know 2 points on this line. So you can find this line equation with the help of 2-point form or any point and slope. Understand? So I'll find this line equation. I'll take 1 point. Which point? I'll take a comma 0. Slope of this line. How you will get slope of this line?
y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1.
Right. Slope of this line. Y2 minus y1. You take this as x1 y1. This as x2 y2. y2 minus y1. That means b minus 0. b divided by x2 minus x1.
0 minus a.
0 minus a?
Minus a.
Minus a. So, you take one point a comma 0. This formula is there. Y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. y1, what is y1? Take this as any point you can take. Any point you can take. Which point you want to take? This point. y1 is what?
0.
0 equal to what is slope of this line?
b by minus a.
Minus b by a you can write. Into x minus what is x1?
A.
x1 is a. Simplify, take a to this side, what you will get? ay equal to, multiply right hand side, minus bx plus ab. Take this minus bx to the left hand side part, what you will get?
Plus bx.
bx plus
ay
equal to ab. Now this is the general form. One x term is there, one y term is there, one constant is there. This is the general form of a line equation. I'll write more simplest form. I'll divide this complete equation with a. Complete equation with ab. Is here bb will get cancelled. What you will get here? X by a. A will get cancelled. What you will get here?
Y by b.
Y by b. AB will get cancelled. What you will get here? 1. So, x divided by a plus y divided by b equal to 1. This is known as intercept form of a line. So, no need of doing all this procedure whenever they given x-intercept, y-intercept. They given x-intercept is a, y-intercept is b. They are asking what is the equation of line. What is the equation of line?
X by a plus y by b is equals to 1.
X by a plus y by b equal to 1 is the equation of a line when we know its x-intercept and y-intercept. Suppose a question is given like this. Find the equation of a line whose x-intercept equal to 4, y-intercept equal to 3. Find that line equation, they will ask. How you will find the line equation?
X by 4
plus
y by 3 is equals to 1.
Equal to 1. You can simplify this if you want. What you will get? 3x plus 4y minus 12 equal to 0. Understand? Simplification. Right? If you simplify this, you will get this 3x plus 4y minus 12 equal to 0. This is the equation of line. So we can find line equation when they given its intercepts. So we learn 3 forms of a line equation. One is point slope form. What is point slope form?
When in a line, when one point is given and its slope is given, then the point slope form is y minus y1 is equals to m into x minus x1.
That means if you know one point on the line, if you know one point on the line, if you know slope of that line, we can find this line equation by using point slope form. What is point slope form formula?
Y minus y1 is equals to m into x minus x1.
If you know 2 points on the line, then we can find its line equation. What is the formula?
Y minus y1 is equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1.
Intercept form. To find the line equation, they given x-intercept as a, y-intercept as b. Then what is its line equation?
X by a plus y by b is equals to 1.
Right. Next, slope intercept form. Slope intercept form. This is nothing but there is a line. We know slope of that line. We know one intercept. Suppose there is a line. We know slope of that line and we know y-intercept also. Suppose for this line, we suppose y-intercept is b. That means what is this point? Y-intercept is b. Then what is this point? This point
0, b.
This point is 0, b. As they given y-intercept. This is slope intercept form. Y-intercept is given, slope is given. So this point we know 0, b. I want to find this line equation. I don't know its x-intercept. I know just y-intercept of the line. It cuts further, but I don't know what is its x-intercept. I just know its y-intercept. I'll take it as c. I'll take y-intercept as c. Then what is this point? What is this point if y-intercept is c?
0, c.
This point is 0, c. Right? What is this form?
Slope intercept form.
Slope intercept form. That means for a line, they will give one slope and one intercept. That intercept is y-intercept. Now I want to find this line equation. You know that if you want to find a line equation, you need one point on it and you need slope of that. Slope of this line is m. Now you know one point on this line, that is 0 comma c. Now you can find this line equation with the help of this formula y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. Y minus what is y1?
C.
Y1 is c. Y minus c equal to m. What is m? M is m only. Into x minus x1. What is x1?
0.
0. Now I'll simplify this. Y minus c equal to m into x, mx. So what is y from this?
mx plus c.
Mx plus c. This is known as slope intercept form of a line. So whenever you see a line equation like this, y equal to mx plus c, m indicates slope of that line, c indicates y intercept of that line. For example, there is a equation, general form I'll take. What is the general form of a line equation?
ax plus by plus c.
One x term will be there, one y term will be there, one constant term will be there. What is slope of this line? What is slope of this line?
Minus a by b.
Minus a by b. Minus x coefficient divided by y coefficient. Actually, we got this formula from this only. What I'll do now, I'll convert this general form into this form. Then what you will get here? What is by from this? By is minus ax minus c. From this, I written by. Take remaining two terms to other side. What is y from this? Y equal to minus a by b into x plus minus c by b. If you observe this, this is in the form of y equal to mx plus c. What is m? M indicates slope of the line. What is slope of this line?
Minus a by b.
Minus a by b. What is the y-intercept of this line?
Minus c by b.
Minus c by b. Y-intercept of this line is minus
c by b.
C by b. These are the major forms. One is point slope form, 2-point form, intercept form, slope intercept form. Next one is normal form. What is normal form of a line? This is a bit difficult to understand. There is a line which is at a distance of p units from origin. There is a line which is at a distance of p units from origin. Distance from point to line means it's always perpendicular distance. Distance from point to line means it's always perpendicular distance. That means you see here, this is origin. Can we call this is the distance from point to line? No. See, there is a line. There is a point. What is the distance from point to line? Is this is the distance or this is the distance, or so many you will get. Which one is called the distance from point to line? Shortest distance, right? So here this is the line. This is the point. You draw one perpendicular from this point to line. Draw one perpendicular. The perpendicular distance from point to line is known as distance from point to line. This is the shortest distance. This distance is known as distance from point to line. So this is a straight line. This straight line is at a distance of p units from origin. This line is at a distance of p units from origin. That means this is origin. This line is at a distance of p units from origin, means from this point to this line you draw one perpendicular. This length is p. Understand? So this line is at a distance of p units from origin. There is a line which is at a distance of p units from origin, and you know that this is the perpendicular. This is the perpendicular, right? And the perpendicular makes an angle alpha with x-axis. This perpendicular makes an angle alpha with x-axis. See, in the question they will give this data. Find the equation of a line. The line is at a distance of p units from origin. And the perpendicular drawn from origin to line makes an angle alpha with x-axis. Then the equation of this line is, we are not deriving this here. Then the equation of this line is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. Here for alpha, alpha can be anything in between 0 and 360 degrees. Like 0 less than or equal to alpha less than 360 degrees. This is the range of alpha. You will come to know when we do the problems. Here what you need to know, when we use this, what is this? This is equation of a line. You see, one x term is there, one y term is there, one constant is there. It is like ax plus by plus c equal to 0, right? Here you need to know what is this alpha, what is this p. In the question only they will give, there is a line which is at a distance of p units from origin. And the perpendicular makes an angle alpha with x-axis. This p value, alpha value, they will give in the question. They will ask you to find the equation of this line. Suppose they will ask a question like this. There is a line which is at a distance of 5 units from origin. That means p is 5. and the line makes an angle 135 degrees. There is a line which is at a distance of 5 units from origin, and the perpendicular, that means this line, the perpendicular makes an angle 135 degrees with x-axis. 135 degrees means somewhere line will be like this, perpendicular will come like this, right? Then find that line equation. See, in this they are asking us to find the line equation. Till now what we know, if we know one point, if we know slope of the line, we can find the line equation. But this is the entirely new model. They are asking find a line. That line is at a distance of p units from origin, and the perpendicular makes an angle 135 degrees with x-axis. Then to find that line equation, what we'll do, we'll just substitute this p value and alpha value in this equation. Now substitute here, what you will get, x into cos 135 degrees plus y into sine 135 degrees equal to p. P is what here? 5. If you simplify, you will get, suppose cos 135 degrees is there. Cos 135 degrees, how you will find this? It is nothing but cos 90 plus 45 degrees.
180 minus 45.
180 minus 45 also you can write. Right? 90 degrees is there. As 90 degrees is there, cos changes to sine 45 degrees. In second quadrant, cos is negative. So this is minus 1 by root 2. So x into minus 1 by root 2 plus y into sine 135 degrees. Here in place of cos, sine is there. Sine 90 plus theta, cos 45 degrees. And second quadrant, sine is positive. Cos 45 degrees,
1 by
root 2. So this is 1 by root 2 equal to 5. If we simplify this, LCM is root 2. What you will get in the numerator? Minus x plus y divided by root 2 equal to 5. Take this root to the right hand side part. What you will get? 5 root 2. So if you simplify this, you take x to that side, x minus y plus 5 root 2 equal to 0. What is this? Equation of a line. X term, y term constant. Right? This is the equation of a line. What do you know about this line? This line is at a distance of 5 units from origin. And this line, the perpendicular drawn from origin to this line, perpendicular drawn from origin to this line makes an angle 135 degrees. Understand? So what is this form is known as?
Normal form.
Normal form, but it is not normal. So when we use this formula, x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p, when we use this formula to find
the perpendicular distance,
to find equation of a line. When we use this formula,
to find equation of a line.
When we use this formula, when they given that there is a line which is at a distance of
p units from origin to that line,
and the perpendicular
makes an angle
alpha. So to find that line equation, this is the formula, x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equal to p. This is known as normal form. 30 minutes aయిందా అనుకుంటా. So a quick revision of today's class. Equation of a line concept. What is point slope form?
When in a line one point
when we use point slope form,
when one point is given,
to find what we'll use, to find what
equation of a line,
to find equation of a line, we use point slope form. What point slope form tells?
It tells that when one point is
we know one point on the line
and its slope, then its formula is,
then to find that line equation, formula is
y minus y1 is equals to m into x minus x1.
What is 2 point form?
When we know both the points on the line.
When we know any 2 points on the line. When we know any 2 points on the line, then we can find the line equation. For that, what is the formula?
Y minus y1 is equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1.
What is intercept form?
When we know
x-intercept of a line
and y-intercept of a line, then to find the equation of the line, the formula is x by a plus y by b is equals to 1.
What is slope intercept form?
For a line, when only y-intercept is given and its slope is known, then to find the line equation, the formula is y is equals to mx plus c.
What is normal form of a line?
When for a line,
to find a line equation, we use normal form. Which line?
The perpendicular distance.
The line is at a distance of
p from origin to that line given, and the perpendicular line makes an angle alpha.
Then to find that line equation, what is the formula?
X cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equals to p.